Okay, hopefully this works this time. Okay. I think we have sound now. Hopefully. Let's find out. All right, I think we have a good connection now. Please let me know if any more technicalities happen. What is up? It's your boy Nick here. Tonight is the night I have been waiting for since October. Tonight is the Big Brother 23 season premiere, and I've been on a different kind of high all day long. So, like I said, I'm sorry for the technicalities. I think we still have enough time to get through what I need to talk about. How's it going, Art? Before I begin, let me say if I stop talking at any point and I just sit here for a second, it's because my internet connection is going down. It just takes a second to go back up. So just bear with me. I think the connection will be good. 1 sec. That works. Okay. So for this kickoff show, we are going to go through all the 16 house guests who are going to be going into the house within, I actually have a timer set up. You can't see it well, probably. 71 minutes until the first house guests enter the house. So I'll tell you a little bit about everybody. I'm going to get some pictures ready to go because my computer is not being weird with me right now, my PC, so it's fine. I've got plan Bs ready to go. But before we talk about the cast, you might have seen my little preview yesterday. It was like a 30-second teaser that said, I have some tea. And I do have some tea because before Big Brother even begins, we already have drama going on with the cast. So let me tell you what's been going on. Okay. In the last week, since the cast has been revealed online, we've had 2 replacements. The first person that was replaced, I believe his name was Garrett Smiles. Why? The reason he left Sequester has not been announced. I think he might make a video at some point. I don't know. But we'll wait and see. However, on July 4th, here's what happens. I'm sitting at home enjoying my 4th of July party, and I go on social media, and all of a sudden, stuff blows up. I hear talk that a girl named Christy. Let me pull up her picture real quick. Oh, sorry, you can't really see that. You can't really see her picture well. Maybe you could see. Yeah. Let me turn down the light a little bit. Okay, you can't really see her picture, but so that's Christy. Christy Valdesari was scheduled to be going into the house tonight. However, something happened, and I have a statement that I'm going to read from CBS. This is from Christy herself, and it's quoted. Quote, "Hey guys, I don't want to be sharing this news, but I tested positive for COVID, and I have no idea how I got it. I have the vaccine, and I have been following all the guidelines up to this point. I have absolutely no symptoms, and I feel perfectly fine. So I'm really grateful for that, but it's really frustrating because I won't be playing Big Brother this summer." End quote. Christy released that statement this past Monday, so she confirmed she did test positive for COVID, but it could have been a false positive. We don't know. The only thing is Big Brother cannot take any risks now that it's premiere night. So for that, we had to get rid of Christy, unfortunately, and she was already becoming the fan favorite. So it was a shame, but we have to move on. The show goes on, and Big Brother actually had some replacements ready to go in case stuff like this happens, because last year with All Stars, the same predicament happened. 2 returning cast members tested positive for COVID and could not enter the house. So they had 2 replacements ready to go. So, yes, I do hope she gets Christy. I hope she gets put for next season. To be honest, I was starting to like her as well. You can go online and read about her bio, what she was going to say for the show. But I think she was going to be one of those cast members I was going to like change the game, with her personal background. I believe she was a model. She is a model. So, and she's bald too. But she embraces. I might go back and check that out. I might go check that out later. So, okay, you ready to get into this? Here are. Let me see. I have my PC on right now, but you can't really tell. It's going to be hard to see their pictures. Maybe I can move the light when I start talking about them. But we have 8 guys and we have 8 girls who are going to be entering the house very shortly. So here we go. Oh. Okay, so no, that's not going to work. Okay, so I'm just going to try to pull up pictures as we go and pray that you can see the pictures. Okay, first cast member, if you can see well, is this really sucks. I wish. Good job planning this. Good job planning this, Nick. Okay. Well, how about this? You guys go online and you can look up the pictures right now. You can look up the pictures right now and see for yourself the house guests. But I'm just going to read off the details that we have. First girl that we have on the list, her name is Alyssa Lopez. Alyssa with an A. Alyssa Lopez, 24 years old, from Sarasota, Florida. Her occupation is she is a swimwear designer. Now, every house guest going in was asked about their favorite duos from Big Brother's past. So Alyssa's favorite duo is Jessica and Cody from season 19. They were a power couple in that house, and they are still together. She has had 2 kids, I believe. Cody and Jessica, they both had 2 kids since leaving the Big Brother house. Have I watched? So what happened was I went back and binge watched all the Big Brother seasons. I think it was about 2015, 2016. I think that's when I binge watched all of Big Brother. And from there, that's how I know everybody. I wish I had started watching from like way back when, even as I was a young kid. First year I started watching it on TV was 2011. So I believe that was Big Brother 13. So, favorite Big Brother moment. Now, what I was going to do is I'm going to do a playlist of some of the biggest Big Brother moments according to the house guests. So Alyssa's favorite moment was from Big Brother 11 when Jeff used his coup d'etat power. With this power, he was able to dethrone the head of household and put 2 people on the chopping block of his very own. Or he can leave the nominees the same. And he left. He did change the nominations. It was Jesse versus Natalie. Jesse ended up going home. Total blindside. So that was actually a great moment as I look back. Okay, so here's Alyssa's strategy. Pay attention. Alyssa plans to win the first head of household. Okay, see, that's where you screw up. You don't go in guns blazing. I know somebody's got to do it. Somebody's going to go in and try to win that HOH. Not a good idea because you become a target way at the very beginning. So she plans to align herself with powerful physical and mental players. So, but she wants to make a final 2 with somebody outside of that little bubble. So maybe she's onto something. I don't know. She wants to heavily rely on her social game. So looking at her picture, at Alyssa's picture, she's going to be a comp beast. And she's already made it very clear she's going in to win that first head of household. And yeah, good luck to you. We'll see how far she makes it. I personally see her only making it to jury. Yeah, vicious sneak thief. Yeah, I would say so. I think she definitely needs to rely on their social game. I think she's going to be passing information back and forth. She could be one that could start fights in that house. I think so. I think she's going to start fights in that house. So good luck to Alyssa. Okay, next house guest. Her name is Azah Awasam. I know that's hard to say, but this is the name that I was given. So take away from that, her name is Azah, Azah, 30 years old, from Baltimore, Maryland. So her occupation is Director of Sales Operations. All right. Azah's favorite duos are June and Allison from Big Brother 4. Allison was a big manipulator in that house. She worked her way around the guys, and that's how she got her way to Final 2 with June. They were the most hated girls in that house, so it was like choosing the lesser of two evils. June ended up winning Big Brother 4. Allison came in second. So, very nice. Azah's favorite moment from Big Brother history is Keisha's birthday from Big Brother 10. That is one of my favorite moments too. And if you go on YouTube and type in Keisha's birthday, you will see that a huge fight erupts on that night. And everyone's going to make a cake for Keisha, and they're all going to sing happy birthday to her. But Libra and Jesse, the same Jesse that I mentioned from Big Brother 11, they just kept going back and forth. And it was just so amazing. Trust me, go online, type in Keisha's birthday, Keesha. Trust me. And they have the live feed footage too. So trust me. Really memorable moment. Okay, Azah's strategy is to target power players. Very good. I like her ambition. She says, in capitals, no showmances. See, I like Azah's thinking. I like her determination. She does not want to be in a showmance, and she does not like seeing any showmances in that house. So she's going to be the one to split them up. So I hope we're going to hold you to that, Azah. So please don't disappoint us. She's playing for herself. Okay. Let me see. Oh, let me go back to Alyssa for a second. A fun fact that she wants you to know is she has a bachelor's in broadcast production. So maybe her social skills are pretty good. We'll see. Back to Azah. Her special fun facts. Her grandfather was a polygamist. Go figure. He had 6 wives and 47 children. What? Okay. And she also put the name Azah means able to make friends. Well, Azah, let's see if that's true when you go into the house. 1 second. I'm looking at my timer. We are now at the 1 hour mark. Big Brother will begin on the East Coast in 1 more hour. So just a heads up. All right. Next up, Brent, Champagne, yes, Champagne, age 28, from Cranston, Rhode Island. His occupation is a flight attendant. His favorite duos are Tyler and Angela from Big Brother 20. And they are still a couple. In fact, I just found out that they are engaged. Tyler and Angela are engaged. So congrats to both of them. Favorite Big Brother moment. Brent says every backdoor ever is his favorite moment. So there's so many backdoors in this game, and it's like how to pick one. Well, I think there's some videos online that show every backdoor ever made. So Feel free to check that out. All right, Brent's strategy. He's going to depend on his social skills. He needs to downplay his athletic skills. Yes. I wish I had a good photo to show you. Yeah, he's got the Southern charm. Yeah, you can see. Can you see his picture? Yeah. If I turn it like this, you could see his picture. See? This he's obviously gonna be one of the bros. He's gonna use his charm to get his way through the game. This is Azah, by the way. This is Azah, and that is Alyssa. You can kind of see. So, well, let's go back to Brent. Obviously, he's gonna use his good boy charm to try to win people over. And that's what I had written next. On men, on women. Let's see how he does. I think he will get far with his charm. He could be one of those house guests that has to win every competition to stay in the game, and I believe that for sure. He is a fun fact. He is a former D1AA collegiate. I don't know how to say it. Athlete, but an injury ended his streak. So. And he's also a former live lottery TV host for Rhode Island. I believe that. Just look at his charm. Just look at his face. So, I think he will only make it to jury. I don't think he's going to make it very far, especially if he's going to go out and win competitions and try to link up with other bros in the house. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Next person on my list. Brittany D'Angelo, age 24, so my age, from Niagara Falls, New York. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Oh, there we go. There you go. Here's Brittany. Say hi, Brittany. Okay. Her occupation is a kindergarten teacher. Brittany has so many duos that she loves. So let me read the list. Derek and Cody from Big Brother 16. Tyler and Angela from Big Brother 20. Tyler and Casey from Big Brother 20. Davon and Bailey from last summer. And Paul and Victor from Big Brother 18. Brittany's favorite moment in Big Brother history is in Big Brother 14 when it was the final four. Dan persuaded Danielle to use the veto on him. She had all the power this week. But Dan convinced Danielle to use the veto on him, which meant that her showmance, Shane, would have to be the replacement nominee because it was final four. And Dan was the only person that could cast a vote that week. So what do you think he did? He evicted Shane. So he manipulated Danielle and he got rid of her showmance in final four. That was a big blindside. That's like one of the biggest blindsides in Big Brother history. I think Big Brother 14 is a season that you guys should go back and watch because there was so many blindside moments in that season, especially with Dan. Dan Giesling is a huge manipulator, but he did it perfectly. So, and he got second place that season. Let's go back to talking about Big Brother 14. Ian, his competition was in final 2. He wins the final HOH and beats Dan 6-1 with the jury vote. And then in Big Brother 16, the reset button. If you've seen Big Brother 16, that was a huge moment because the week that the reset button happened, Frankie Grande, you might have heard that name. Frankie Grande. He had all the power that week. But then the reset button completely derailed his plans and ended up not winning the repeat HOH or veto and ended up going from head of household to being evicted. Epic moment. All right, here's Brittany's strategy. She wants She wants to make sure she doesn't forget who she is. And like a lot of us, yeah, when you go in that house, you kind of forget who you are. Because you have to be manipulative, you have to lie, you have to remember who you are. That's a good strategy. She needs to win competitions to establish relations. Oh, sorry. Okay. She needs to win competitions to establish relationships. So that's perfect. And she plans on making big moves. So here we go. I like her enthusiasm, her determination. Fun fact about Britini. Oh, I have a list. She graduated from Niagara University in May of 2020 with a Master's of Science in Education. In December 2020, she had a 4th degree black belt in the Chuck Norris system. She is a 3-time world champion, United Fighting Arts Federation World Championships Tournament. So she's a 3-time world champion. And here's what I like about Britini. She plays 4 instruments. Alto sax, which is my instrument. I know how to play tenor sax, piano, and flute. I'm already liking Britini. I hope she goes far. I actually like Britini. So do I think she has what it takes to make it to the end? I don't know. At the very end of this stream, I will be giving my final 2 picks. I will pick one guy and one girl who I think could make it to the end. Okay, next up we have Christian Birkenberger. Let me see if I can get his picture. There you go. Age 23, from Hartwinton, Connecticut. His occupation, he is a general contractor assistant. His favorite duos are Zach and Frankie from Big Brother 16. His favorite moment from Big Brother history is when Jeff used the coup d'etat, again, in Big Brother 11. However, when he mentioned it, he there. Was that a diss? I don't know. Anyway, here's his strategy. He plans to be himself. He wants to be fun and clueless, so he wants to go in thinking like he's this speech bum or something like that, and he will be physical when need be, so in competitions. Now, Christian's card, his info sheet, have very little on here, so I think he's already clueless to begin with, and that may be because he is one of the replacements that was put in, I think, in place of Garrett. So I'm not getting a good vibe from Christian. I don't think he'll make it far, to be honest. Unless he wants to like be the pawn. I think they'll use him as a pawn a couple times. I don't see him winning, to be honest. Fun fact, he's only had one girlfriend. Okay. Next. Okay, next up, we have Claire. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Claire Rehfuss. Rehfuss. Here is her picture right here. Let me see if I can. It's not a good picture. You can see right there. There you go. There you go. There's Claire. She's 25 years old from Chagrin, Ohio, but she currently lives in New York, New York. Her occupation, she is an AI engineer. Nice. She has 2 favorite duos, Lisa and Danielle from Big Brother 3, and Allison and June from Big Brother 4. I've already talked about Allison and June. Lisa and Danielle, I didn't see them talk as much game together. Danielle, she's the queen of the diary room. She would always have comments about all her house guests, and she'd be counting down every time an eviction happened. She'd be like, 2 down, 9 to go, and stuff like that. The jury didn't like that really well, and I think Danielle got cheated out of the $500,000 because they played the sympathy vote to Lisa. So that's just my opinion. I think Danielle deserved to win that season. Claire's favorite Big Brother moment is anything Vanessa Russo was a part of from Big Brother 17. Since we're talking about manipulators, Vanessa Russo, probably one of the greatest Big Brother players, one of the greatest female Big Brother players, if not the best. She knew how to persuade people, how to plant seeds of doubt. Just her gameplay, I'm in awe of. And she knew how to turn the situation on somebody. So, like, if she felt like you were questioning her, she was going to, like, grill you, like, put you in a corner, basically. She got evicted in Final 3. And a lot of people say she deserved to sit in Final 2. I think so. I think Vanessa deserved to sit in Final 3. Or Final 2, sorry. So here's Claire's strategy. She is going to use her intelligence, drive, and adaptability skills to get to know the people. She's going to try to cause disruptions. Okay, so she's going to be the feisty one. I don't know how that's going to work out, Claire. We'll see. She plans to build up relationships and be cutthroat at the very end. Okay. Fun facts. She graduated with a data science engineering degree from the University of Michigan. She has written code shown on satellites, election campaigns, so on and so forth. She has done speed programming competitions in college, and she placed in a 20,000 person hackathon. Very nice. Also, some news about Claire. She is Christie's replacement. We didn't know about Claire until after the 4th of July, so we only have so much to go off of. But I think Claire has potential. We shall wait and see. All right. Next up, we have... Okay, so now we have 2 Dereks this season, as if we needed 2. First up, we have Derek Frazier. Here is Derek's picture right here. You can't really tell. There we go. Here is Derek right here. Age 29, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. His occupation is he's a safety officer. His favorite duo is Derek and Cody from Big Brother 16, also known as the Hitmen. And they had such an alliance, such loyalty to each other. Sorry. They made a Final 2 deal on day 2. And they kept it all the way till Final 2. So Derek ended up winning over Cody. Cody actually won the final HOH, but he chose to take Derek to show loyalty. When in honesty, people felt like Cody should have taken Derek out. And definitely went against Victoria. But I'm not mad at Cody for his decision. One, because Victoria, who was the other girl, the final 3 of that season, sorry, I've been up since 3 a.m. I'm sorry. She didn't do nothing. She was a legit floater, and you were going to give her $50,000 for doing nothing? She won one competition, and that one competition, she was given the veto to. I don't count that as a win. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go back to Derek. His favorite Big Brother moment is Dick versus Jen from Big Brother 8. They had a huge argument one night, and Jen hid all of Dick's cigarettes and put them in the trash. I think she put bleach on them, and then they got into an argument, and Dick was like burning Jen with the cigarette, and it escalated from there. So that was a big moment. Here is Derek's strategy. Get to know everyone on personal levels and try to be good at being a leader. Now, okay, that's okay, but here, remember, if you try to be the leader of any alliance in that house, when the alliance goes down, they go for the leader first. So please be careful, Derek. All right, here's his fun facts, and you'll want to listen up for this one because Derek's dad is the one and only Smokin' Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was a famous boxer back in the day, won so many championships, made a name for himself. I believe 2011 was when he passed. It was sometime last decade, so may he rest in peace. Now, Derek, believe it or not, benches 315 pounds, deadlifts 500 pounds, and back squats 520 pounds. That's all thanks to Joe. That's all thanks to Joe Frazier, because I know he had a hand in his workout routine. So, all right, are you ready to meet the second Derek? I'm going to get my Google Translate for this one because I need to know how to pronounce this last name. Oh, shoot.
Ciao. Ciao.
Okay, so Chiao. Okay. All right, so meet. Let me get his picture up. Meet Derek Chiao. It's Xiao. I really don't know how to pronounce his last name, but that's what was written. He is 24 years old. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, my computer froze for a second. He is 24 years old from Baltimore, Maryland. But he lives in New York right now. So a lot of these people, I'm starting to notice they're from same locations. Could that play a role? We'll see. Anyway, here's his occupation. Let me get my water real quick. Okay. That's my water break. His occupation, he is a startup founder. So does that mean like organizations, stuff like that? I don't know. Give me details. Let me know in the comments. His favorite duos are Dr. Will and Mike Boogie from Big Brother 2 and Big Brother 7. His favorite Big Brother moment. Oh, let me talk about Chilltown real quick. Dynamic duo. They just love to fool around with the house guests and, use their charm. Dr. Will is known for never winning competitions and still manipulating. So he mainly relied on his social skills. And believe it or not, Dr. Will won Big Brother 2. No competition wins, just his social skills. He did it. Just wait 1 second. Connection is unstable. Sorry, my connection is unstable. Okay, there we go. And his sidekick, Mike Boogie, was the one that liked to have fun, just kind of lollygag. Believe it or not, they actually had a falling out in this past year. It led to a point where Mike Boogie was arrested for, I believe, stalking or like sending threats to Dr. Will. That's kind of sad. So Chilltown is no more, apparently. So anyway, let's talk about Derek's favorite moment. Was Dan's funeral. Okay, this is a moment we got to talk about because this really changed the course of Big Brother 14. Dan Giesling, I mentioned earlier, he was nominated for eviction one week, and he knew his back was up against the wall. He had to go to solitary confinement for a punishment, and in that time, he concocted probably one of the greatest Big Brother moves in history, Dan's funeral. He eulogized himself, the death of Dan the player, as a move to try to win sympathy. He didn't win the veto, but he was going to use this tactic to try to get somebody to use the veto on them. So he said something about everybody in the house, but then he mentions Danielle. And I mentioned Danielle earlier. I'm going to quote him, saying, "You know what you did, and in this game, you're dead to me." Basically. So he said something nice about everybody in the house, but then came to Danielle and said, "We're done." Danielle was shocked. Her face, you could see it. But it was actually a move to make people think that they were disassociating each other. But in fact, Dan went back to Danielle and kind of like gave him the mastermind look. Danielle was pissed. So, big moment. I hope you go check that. Type in Dan's funeral on YouTube after today's live stream and check it out. Okay. Derek's strategy is to build relationships. He turned friendships into alliances and influence people's decisions. Some fun facts about him. He rented a city bike to complete in a triathlon, but he crashed it before it could even happen. He was stung by a jellyfish in Thailand and was forced to eat the jellyfish later on. And then he started a company that ships meal kits from food influencers and sends it all over the world. Derek X, we'll call him. I'm going to pay close attention to him because right away when he walks in, he's going to stick out like a sore thumb. I feel like his social skills needs to improve once he gets into this house. I feel like he's just going to be the guy that just sits there kind of like twiddling his thumbs and, figuring out what to say, Okay. Next up, we have Brandon. Let me pull up his picture. All right, meet Brandon French, but he has a nickname here. This is Brandon right here, but he goes by the name Frenchie. So this is Frenchie French. I guess we have to call him Frenchie. Age 34, from Camden, Tennessee, but lives in Clarksville, Tennessee. Occupation, he is a farmer. His favorite duos are Brittany Haynes and Rachel's extensions from Big Brother 12, her hair extensions. It was noted, I forgot to note on his card that he is a Big Brother super fan. So I'm already liking Frenchie already. His favorite Big Brother moment, as I just explained on the last person, was Dan's funeral. Seriously, go check out Dan's funeral. It's amazing. Best move ever. Frenchie's strategy is to build relationships with everyone and evolve and change plans daily. Because being a farmer, no day is the same from the other. So you have to be ready for change. And I believe that too. That would be my strategy going in, knowing that things are going to change on a dime. You can't have a set plan until you go in. So, fun facts. At age 13, he won an NFL National Punt, Pass, and Kick competition. He has a 2-time Grand National Champion Show Bull, and he is a proud member of the NAACP. Good job, Frenchie. I'm liking Frenchie just because he's a super fan, so I have good faith in Frenchie. So I just hate that I have to call him that. Seriously? It's fine. It's whatever. Oops. Okay. Real quick. Okay. Next up, let me get the next picture ready. Meet Hannah Shada. There you go. That's Hannah. She is the youngest house guest this season. She is age 21 from Chicago, Illinois. Her occupation is a graduate student, so she just graduated college. Her favorite duos are Davon and Bailey from last summer and Paul and Victor from Big Brother 18. Her favorite Big Brother moment, all blindsides that have ever happened, and some specific facts. Dan gets Danielle to use the veto on him and evict Shane. I mentioned that earlier in the live stream. Vanessa evicting Austin in Big Brother 17. I actually liked that moment too, and I remember watching it on TV. I was not expecting it because Vanessa and Austin were like this, and then she had to break a tiebreaker vote between him and Steve, and she gets up and she's like, "I'm really sorry. I came here to play a game. Austin, I vote to evict you." It was quick like that. Oh, I still remember it to that day. I was like, what? This was Final 5, by the way. It's Final 5. So once you get down to the numbers dwindle, you get moves like that, and it's amazing. All right. And another moment that she liked was Davon winning America's Favorite House Guest last summer. At the end of the season, America will get to vote for your favorite house guest. So pay close attention once September, October rolls around, because you'll get to choose your favorite house guest, and they will win $25,000. So, all right, here's Haley. Build personal relationships, learn about strengths and weaknesses. With every win, she will plan 2-3 weeks ahead. So she will not play this game week by week. She will start thinking, just like in chess, you got to make 2-3 steps ahead. That's what she's going to do. She will not be afraid to bathe in blood, but secretly do it low key. And she plans to lie about her occupation and career. All right, so I think Hannah is going to be the feisty one. I already feel it. She's going to turn into Vanessa, I think. She's going to be, could be a manipulator. We'll see how it goes, but I think she's going to be the feisty one. Oh, more fun facts for Hannah. She graduated from a university at age 19. Good job. She's a competitive hip-hop dancer. She can hold her breath for 90 seconds. And her parents are from South Africa and India. Very nice. Okay. Next up, let me get my picture ready. Meet Kyland. This is Kyland. Kyland Young, age 29, from San Bernardino County, California, but currently lives in Venice Beach, California. Occupation, he's account executive. His favorite duos are Derek and Cody from Big Brother 16, Cody and Jessica from Big Brother 19, Tyler and Angela from Big Brother 20, and Tyler and Casey from Big Brother 20. Favorite Big Brother moments: Dan's funeral, perfect, and Frankie's B.O.B. comp. Okay. So back in Big Brother 16, Frankie Grande, I mentioned him earlier, was caught in a lie and had to play the Battle of the Block competition with Caleb. But Caleb said, no, you're a liar. You got rid of my showmance, and I'm not playing this competition with you. So Caleb sat on the sidelines and made Frankie play the Battle of the Block by himself. It's a two-man competition. Frankie had to do it all by himself, and he won. So he won safety for the week. So congratulations. Congratulations, Frankie. Here's Kyland's strategy. Sorry, one sec. He plans to combine Derek's moves with Cody's charm. We're talking about Derek and Cody from Big Brother 16. And he plans to mix that up with Dan Giesling's thinking, his knowledge, his manipulation. Kyland plans to lay low on comps. Very good. Here's some fun facts. He has done 2 firewalks across coals and embers that go up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. What in the world? Don't take this the wrong way, but I would like to see how his feet looks after doing firewalk, or unless he was wearing like something. I would hope he was wearing something. If he did it barefoot, I'm like, wow. He has read all the Twilight books. Now, he read the first Twilight to impress a couple girls at his high school, but he ended up liking it. He ended up liking it and decided to read the whole saga. I've seen the whole Twilight Saga movies, so very nice. Okay. I like Kyland because he's a self-proclaimed Jedi, and I am a Star Wars fan myself, so I like this guy already. He he says he's a Jedi in training, and he says at any point he's going to use the Force to move stuff. And he works for an app that helps students find and win scholarships. I like Kyland's personality, so very nice. I'm looking at the timer. We are in the final half hour before the Big Brother premiere begins on the East Coast. So when it is time, once this live stream is over, if you're going to watch, tune to your CBS network. whatever channel that is. You got to check your local listings, or go on the Paramount Plus app, get your subscription ready, and watch it live, or you can watch it later on. No sponsorship, no nothing. I'm not being monetized. I'm just letting you guys know. So, in the meantime, I have 2 hours and 27 minutes before I get to watch the Big Brother premiere. All right, Sarah. Let's meet Sarah. And let's see what she looks like. Here is Sarah. Okay, you can't really tell. Okay, there we go. There's Sarah. Sarah Stegall, age 28, from Boiling Springs, South Carolina, currently lives in Fort Myers, Florida. Her occupation is she's a forensic scientist. Very nice. I found that quite interesting. I was just having a conversation with one of my family members about that before the live stream. Favorite duos: Frank and Bridget from Big Brother 18. Brittany and Ian from Big Brother 14. I like all those people. Especially Brittany. Brittany Haynes was one of my favorite house guests on Big Brother. Her diary room sessions were amazing. Favorite Big Brother moment was anything involving Zach Rance from Big Brother 16. He is pretty funny. Yeah, I really do like Zach's personality. He is very opinionated. He will tell it like it is. Okay? Her strategy, Sarah's strategy, she's going to convince people that she's not threatening, and she plans to be a major floater in the house. So I think that will work for Sarah, to be honest. You always want to lay low the first couple weeks to see who's going to rise above and take shots at each other. Yeah, she does look like Jennifer Goodwin. So here is some fun facts. She has a severe speech impediment. She could not talk properly until age 7. Though she is a forensic chemist, she is a horrendous cook. We have our days. She has a phobia of moths and butterflies. Don't tell Sarah that there's bugs in the Big Brother house. So she's going to find out real quick. I think we're going to see a segment on Big Brother that explains her phobia of butterflies, especially. I don't know about moths, but butterflies for sure. Because there are butterflies that pop up once in a blue moon. So, yeah, she definitely needs to build relationships with people. Just kind of be the ears, just see what everyone's talking about, and just keep to herself. Then that way she'll be fine. I have faith in Sarah. I think she's going to go, assuming that her social skills are okay, because scientists, sometimes they're not really social because they're always in the labs working. So we'll see how Sarah does. Oh, and being a forensic chemist, she has never seen Dexter or Breaking Bad. I mean, I haven't either, but I plan to someday. But her especially, that's kind of shocking. Okay. I have 4 more names left to go. Let's meet our next house guest, Tiffany Mitchell. Here is Tiffany. Let me see. There you go. There's Tiffany. She's going to be the mom of the house. She is aged 40, from Detroit, Michigan. Her occupation, she is a phlebotomist. All right. Her favorite duos are Derek and Cody from Big Brother 16. Her favorite Big Brother moment is Dan's funeral. Again, I encourage you guys to go look on YouTube after the live stream for Dan's funeral. Best moment you will see on Big Brother. Here's her strategy. She plans to learn about everybody and then just keep her mouth shut. She literally said that. And I agree with Tiffany. I think if you're a good cook, Tiffany, you need to use that as an advantage. Just try to get a vibe from everybody. Just go check on everyone, kind of baby them a little bit. And that could help. I pray that she is not evicted before jury, because they like to do that a lot. They need a reason to evict somebody, and that would be Tiffany's reason to be evicted. So, fun facts, she is all about horoscopes, and she plans to utilize her alter ego. Let's hope that alter ego is a crazy side of her, but I don't know. Well, maybe we'll hear her talk about it on the show. I'm hoping there's an alter ego. Okay, let's meet Travis Long. Let's see. There's Travis right there. Age 22, from Austin, Texas, but he currently lives in Honolulu, Hawaii. All right. His occupation, he is a tech sales consultant. His favorite duos are Brett and Winston from Big Brother 20. His favorite Big Brother moment was when Brett was given his eviction speech week 3, I believe. He was actually against Winston, his buddy, and Winston was going to be evicted. But the plan was to evict Brett. So in his eviction speech, he makes up a lie that one of his house guests, Rockstar, was leading the charge to not vote Brett out, and in fact was going to vote Winston out. That was a lie, and a whole bunch of people actually jumped ship to evict Winston. But yeah, it worked out because after the eviction, Rockstar went and confronted Brett, and we get that famous phrase, "on my daughter's birthday." She's like, "I cannot. Disgusting." I miss Rockstar. She was fun. Okay, here is Travis's strategy. Forming one-on-one relationships with people using his charismatic personality. He plans to cruise under the table in certain situations. Fun facts, he is a published author with books sold on Amazon. I believe this is true. You want to go on Amazon and verify this for me as soon as you can. Travis Long. I think he has cut hair in the picture. I'm not sure. He's almost fluent in Spanish because he lived in Costa Rica at one point and he played soccer. One summer, he gained 40 pounds. Eesh. Okay. But obviously, he's in good shape, so that's passed. He has created multiple businesses since high school, and he has been sued before already. He calls himself a prank master, and he likes to free dive and spear fish for dinner. Now, here's what I think Austin's strategy is going to be. I think he's going to be self-absorbed with his looks. That's just me. I'm sorry. But no shame to all you physical people out there. You're in good shape. I'm sorry. But I think he's just too obsessed with his looks. And I think he's going to meet Brent in there, and he's going to want to do a final 2 with him. And that's going to write his eviction and Brent's eviction. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we got 2 more people left. Let's meet Whitney Williams. Here is Whitney. Age 30, from Portland, Oregon. Her occupation is a makeup artist. Her favorite duos, Jordan and Jeff from Big Brother 11 and Big Brother 13. Jeff, I did mention at the beginning of the show. Jessica and Cody from Big Brother 19, and Brendan and Rachel from Big Brother 12 and Big Brother 13. Brendan and Rachel are probably one of the biggest showmances that people remember the most. And if you go on YouTube later on, you can Google Brendan and Rachel and see what I'm talking about. Favorite Big Brother moment? Anything featuring Derek Levasseur from Big Brother 16. He had a very great gameplay. Didn't hit the nomination block at all until the final 3 because he lost the HOH competition, so he had to sit as one of the nominees. And then Dan's funeral. Those were her favorite moments. All right, so here's Whitney's strategy. She plans to see who's who in the house. Okay, good move. She plans to be a strong comp beast. Okay, now you got to take that back because just tone it down a bit, because then you won't last very long in the house if that's how you're going to approach it. She wants to create genuine relationships, and she plans to win this for her kids. So she's going to have her kids motivating her the whole time. Fun facts. Her company was nominated Best in Oregon for 3 years after the launch of the company. I forgot what the name of it was, but you can Google Whitney Williams, Oregon. See what that is. Here's one. She developed a Tillamook flavor of ice cream. A flavor for Tillamook ice cream. It's called White Chocolate Raspberry. And if any of you like Tillamook ice cream, you might have heard that flavor. That is her ice cream flavor. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. So, good job, Whitney. All right. We have one last house guest to meet. Please meet Xavier. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. Xavier. Xavier Prather, age 27, from Kalamazoo, Michigan, currently lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. His occupation, he is an attorney. There you go. That means he's smart, and he's very good with persuading people. Okay, favorite duos, Dr. Will and Mike Boogie from Big Brother 2 and Big Brother 7. Derek and Cody from Big Brother 16. Favorite Big Brother moments, Britney's goodbye message to Boogie, Mike Boogie on Big Brother 14. I think it goes like, ring, ring. Well, you guys can look it up. She's like, oh, sorry, Janelle, Mike Boogie's not here right now. Do you want to leave a message? And then she says, ha, 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 ha. It's much funnier when you watch it. Trust me. Type in Britney's goodbye message to Boogie, and you'll see for yourself. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Danielle from Big Brother 3, her diary room sessions. He loved those. So he's a fan of his strategy. He will win when he needs to. He plans to use his social skills to the best of his ability. He wants to separate personal matters when making game decisions. That's really good. That is really smart. And I feel for him, because a lot of people like to bring up personal drama when making game decisions. And adapt to any twists, which will be happening soon in the house. And they're going to be, as soon as they move in, they're going to be moving in 15 minutes, and they're right away going to have to face the first twist of the season. So more on, you'll see more of that on the Big Brother premiere. If not, we'll talk about it next week on the recap show. Fun fact, he was born with a severe club foot and learned to walk and had to learn how to walk in a cast. He has cross-culture studied abroad in England and Scotland. And he hates coffee, which is funny because he went to law school. He said he didn't drink not one cup of coffee, not one drop of coffee at all during law school. Major props to Xavier for that. I like Xavier. I have good vibes from him. Hopefully you do too, if you're going to be watching the season. Okay, so we have met all the house guests. So hopefully you have your picks as to who you think could make it to the end of the game. It's time for me to make my picks. So I had to think long and hard about this decision. I'm choosing one guy and one girl to make it to the end. We're going to see how well I do. We're going to have this recorded so you'll hear straight up. For the guys, I have a toss-up between Frenchie and Xavier. Frenchie because he is a super fan, and so super fans know the ins and outs of the game, but you have to adapt to the twist, because twist, you think you know Big Brother, but then they give you the twist of the season and it throws you for a loop. You have to rethink your strategy. Okay. And then Xavier. I said he was an attorney, which means you got to know how to persuade the courts, the jury, all that. Or anybody, any law firm or whatever. I think attorney has to do with court or something. I don't know. So his social skills seem pretty good. So I'm going to have to pick. I think I'm going to have to pick Xavier on this one, to be honest. I'm going to pick Xavier to be one of my final 2 picks. So communication is key. So, but Frenchie is going to be my second pick on the guy side. Now the girls. It comes down to, I think, Sarah and Whitney. It's a toss-up between these two because Sarah, she is very smart and she plans to be a floater through most of the game, but win when she needs to. She could be one of those cutthroat players at the very end. I think so. Now Whitney, I know as soon as she walks in the house, people are going to think of her as, oh, okay, she's just this Instagram model, you know, what's her story? And I think a lot of people are going to underestimate Whitney and when she walks in the door. And that's when she uses her smarts to get rid of some of the big players of the game. I think she will, well, I don't know if she'll be in a showmance. I don't know if she's with anyone right now, but if she's not, then I see her being in a showmance. Anyway, so here's my decision. I'm going to pick Sarah just because she definitely, I don't think anyone's going to mess with her for the beginning of the game. Once she hits jury, I think that's when all eyes will be on her, and then she'll be able to win comps when need be. Real quick. So, but Whitney is going to be my close second. So there are my picks. So here are my final 2 picks: Xavier and Sarah. So those are my picks. All right. Now we still got a little bit of time left. We're down to the last 10 minutes or so. What I'm going to talk about is the apps that I'm going to be using for Big Brother. First one, and this is not a sponsorship or nothing. Nobody's paying me, so don't worry. First one is going to be Paramount Plus, because on Paramount Plus, you can watch all the Big Brother episodes in case you miss it on the actual night, or you can watch the live feeds, which they will start tonight at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. Unfortunately, that's going to be 12:30 a.m. for anyone on the East Coast. So, yeah, so it'll have all the Big Brother episodes and the live feeds and any other episode of Big Brother from seasons past. So Paramount Plus is going to be one of the apps I use. The next one is Big Brother Network. Big Brother Network does a really good job recapping all the live feed footage. So, and that's what I'm going to use for my recap shows because I won't get to watch the live feeds all the time. Network, and I'm just going to look at the live feed updates. It will also give you recaps for episodes. And for those of you who can't wait for the episode but want the spoilers, they will post spoiler alerts and will go in depth as to what the fallout is from all the competitions and all that. And then the last app I'm going to use is Pocket Big Brother. Pocket Big Brother just kind of gives you a quick update. It's more like for Twitter users. It just gives you a quick update of what has been happening in the past week. It gives everybody's Twitter accounts, both current and past Big Brother house guests. It has Twitter updates. It'll let you know. You'll see posts from all Big Brother players and people associated with the app. So yeah, Pocket Big Brother is a good one. So you have Paramount Plus, you have Big Brother Network, and you have Pocket Big Brother. These are all apps you can find on either the Apple, the App Store on Apple, or Google, the Google Store. I think it's Google Play for all the other phones. But yeah, you should be able to download. They're all free. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you'll be able to watch all. They're all free. They're all free, so you don't worry about paying. However, the Paramount Plus, you will have to have a subscription for that, and there are different levels too. I think you can do is it $4.99? I think there's a $4.99 level and a $9.99 level. The $9.99 level, $9.99, you get no commercials, but the other one is you watch free with ads. So that's the $4.99 one. So you can get all those on the app stores. Whichever phone you use, you will be able to find them. You can also visit the Big Brother Network website online. So feel free to check that out. So that is the Big Brother Kickoff show. But let me give you a preview on what's going to happen as the coming weeks go by. Now, originally, I was supposed to have my first eviction recap special next Thursday, but I think I need to change that. I think we're going to do a Friday episode next week, which is perfect because this week I have another series on YouTube called Nick Picks for the next week. However, the following weeks, we're going to have a recap show every Thursday night. So the eviction episodes will happen 8:00 p.m. And immediately after the Big Brother eviction episode on the West Coast airs, so this will be about 9:00, then we will go live and we will talk about the whole week. So as I'm watching Big Brother, I'm going to be taking notes. I'm going to be getting you some recap, some specific moments, and we'll talk about that. Plus, also on Snapchat, I'm also on Snapchat, and I will be giving eviction predictions. That will be starting next Thursday. My Snapchat is Nick Morales 96. Every Thursday before the eviction episode, I'm going to give my prediction as to who I think will be leaving the Big Brother house. And then when we do the recap show, we will see if my prediction is correct. So just remember, next Friday, we will have an episode of the Big Brother recap show. And then the following week, we will start our regular Thursday night shows. So I will keep you posted and I'll keep you updated as to any information and all that. If you would like to contact me about information about Big Brother, please use my email, nickmorales2012@gmail.com. I will put all the info you need on the description later on after the live stream. And feel free to shoot me information about Big Brother. If there's any moments that I need to go back and rewatch because I might have missed it, or that I might need to mention in the next episode, feel free to let me know. Or on Snapchat too. So what else? Trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, okay. So after today's live stream, I'm going to put in timestamps for those who are going to watch it later on. That way you can skip to certain parts and hear what I have to say about specific people. That way you won't have to watch the whole live stream and you won't get lost having to like circle and all that stuff. So I will go back and edit this video, put in the timestamps so you guys will be set. Again, sorry for the technicalities that happened at the beginning. I wish there would. I'm actually glad that happened because it kind of killed some time. Because as you know, I'm kind of free balling right now because we have like 3 minutes to spare. So sorry, not sorry. There you go. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you can get the alerts as to when the live stream is going to happen. Make sure to jump on when it's time. And then, like I said, my other series, Nick Picks for the Week, I have another series on there. Just going on my favorite songs for the week. You can check all those out on my channel. We have our season finale coming up this Friday. So feel free to check that out. We're going to take we're going to look back at some of the best moments, just a quick glance at, some of the best moments from the first season. We're going to come back with a second season of Nick Picks for the Week in October, around the time that we get started with all the holiday music and stuff. So we'll have our Halloween music going, and then we'll be transitioning into the Christmas music. And I do start that in November. So So yeah, make sure to check that out and check out any other. Don't forget to check out the other Big Brother recap show that I posted on June 30th. So last Wednesday. It explains the best moments from Big Brother All Stars. And I believe I put a playlist on YouTube that showed those moments that I highlighted on the first episode. And after today, I will put a playlist of some of the greatest Big Brother moments that some of the new house guests have explained. So there's that. All right. Well, it is now time for you to head on to CBS now. Check your local listings. If you're on the East Coast, If you're on the East Coast, head to CBS right now and get ready for the Big Brother 23 premiere. All the house guests are going to be moving in just a little bit. No word on any cast changes, so it looks like everyone's moving in. So they're going to move in, and they're already going to have to compete to become a team captain. And those team captains are going to have to divide everybody up into teams. And the team captains will compete to become the first head of household of the season. And you're going to see it all happen live. So 90 minutes full of fun. We will have our first head of household crowned at the end of the night. So feel free to check it out. All right. I'm done free balling. Let's go watch Big Brother, all right? Get ready for the Big Brother 23 premiere right now. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Friday for the next episode of Big Brother Recap Show. See ya.